So Beautiful Rainbow got started just as an idea in my special ed classroom in a middle school, where I started using some cooking and gardening, very simple, in a very small kitchen that was attached to the classroom. We used that cooking and gardening as a way to sort of teach some concepts that we weren't having a lot of success with in the classroom. I had a lot of students that did not read, and typical phonics approaches or other approaches weren't being very successful with them, but we found if we wrote up simple recipes and directions for them to follow to make some goodies, that was very motivating for them, and they started learning some very key words in reading, words like put and turn and things that you see in informational reading all the time. And we saw really great results with students going from being complete non-readers to functional readers that could read a list of directions. So we started expanding that a little bit and decided to make sort of a school-based enterprise where we would bake goods and make things like chocolate truffles, and we would sell them on special occasions. And we would do this also, again, as a way to get the students out into the rest of the school and into the community, to have social experiences where they were actually selling their own products and raising money for the supplies that we needed to continue the operation. And we kind of started making a little name for ourselves in the community. People really especially liked our peanut butter chocolate truffles, and they would buy them at Christmas and Valentine's Day and Mother's Day. And the students, you could see, were so proud of their accomplishments that they were actually being expected to perform and create a product, which is something I don't think that they had ever really experienced before. We came across an opportunity through the State Department of Education to write a grant in 2015 to renovate a space over at Litchfield Middle School, a kitchen space, and a big courtyard to make a large organic garden. And we got that grant. We started using our produce to cook things other than just baked goods, but we would be making meals and gourmet dishes. We would invite community members to come in once a week and taste the food and try the food. People from the City Council, from the Board of Education, business leaders, community leaders, church leaders coming in and trying the food and seeing that these students who are significantly cognitively impaired could make gourmet food and serve it to people from the community with the best of restaurants in town. And I was approached at that time by one of our VIP lunch guests, who was Amanda Jackson, the director of the Gadsden Public Library, and she mentioned that there was a deli space that had formerly been used in the library, and she wanted to know if maybe the students from Beautiful Rainbow were interested in using that deli space to have a little bakery and sell a few baked goods. And I told her, yes, we were interested, but we would like to do so much more than just a few baked goods, that we'd like to actually run a bona fide restaurant. We renovated this space and took it over in February 2017, and we've been operating as a bona fide cafe since. The students are responsible for all aspects of the food production. They're responsible for producing food that not only tastes good and looks good, but that is prepared safely and cleanly. They're trained in the National Restaurant Association's Serve Safe curriculum, so that they know how to properly prepare food, store food, serve food. They're taught how to use sophisticated culinary techniques, knife techniques, operation of stand mixers and all the machines that you would find in any commercial kitchen. They are responsible for operating the point of sale system and making change and using a cash register type of point of sale machine. They are responsible for coming out and serving the guests, for bussing the tables, for helping us market the restaurant. And it's been just a great success. I think that the students have all shown such progress in their skills, not only their culinary skills, but their abilities to work together as a team, or to work independently, or to work with partners, all of which are employment vocational skills in any setting. Some of our standard operating procedures that we've written for them to follow and they have to follow on an iPad have up to 26 steps, and the students have to read them and follow them, and they do. Our goal is to empower them to do the work. It's not our job as instructors to perform the work. We teach them how to do it, and then we expect them to accomplish it. And if they run into problems along the way, then they're expected to problem solve themselves. Okay, so Brian, here you are making another batch of your world famous white chocolate macadamia nut and dried cherry cookies, and we can't keep enough of them around here. Why do you think people like them so much?
I've gotten a lot of feedback on them because of the vanilla and the coconut.
You put vanilla and coconut extract in the batter, don't you?
Yes.
That gives a real unique flavor. And I've also heard some feedback that even though they're very big cookies, they come out really moist. What is your secret to making a moist cookie?
Brown sugar.
Oh, so you don't use white sugar, you use brown sugar?
No.
All right, well, everybody loves your cookies, so you are the main pastry chef for those, and we appreciate your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so David, what is day of the week is tomorrow? Friday. And what is exciting about Friday, Brandon?
Ice Cream Friday.
Ice Cream Friday. And what kind of choices do we have tomorrow? Name one for me, Brian.
Mama Mocha Coffee.
Mama Mocha Coffee ice cream that y'all just finished making a little bit ago. And now we've got another pot for a base. And we're making what kind, Angie?
Dark chocolate ice cream.
Dark chocolate ice cream.
Pecan.
We still have butter pecan from last
And
week.
it's awesome too.
It's all awesome. And you
Delicious
guys.
and fantastic.
So, what time did we start selling coffee, guys?
At 3 o'clock. 3 to 5.
3 o'clock.
15 to 5 o'clock.
3 to 5 is about right. So come in 3 to 5 and pick your favorite flavor. All
Hope to
right.
see you here.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Angie, what are you making?
I am making my famous cheddar cheese crackers.
Cool. Brian, what are you doing?
I'm making chocolate for the
Chocolate torte. Okay. What are you doing? Cutting these radishes for what? Tacos, right? Taco Tuesday. What are you doing over there?
tomato cheese.
All right, cool. Everybody's busy. That's good.
Well, we served over 30 people at one time in a line from the Board of Education. It went very well. All of us students were running wild, but we got our jobs accomplished and the customers waited on us quick. McDonald's thinks they're fast. We faster than McDonald's.
All right. Well, Brian, you did a lot of work today too. So what was it like for you today with having so many customers from Etowah County Board of Education and some regular customers?
It was very busy, and once people were in the door, next thing you know, other people are coming in the door, and we kept focus on our tickets and our job, and I did my job, and Jax, you are not faster than us.
So we're watching David do a technique that he's learned about how to julienne vegetables. We're making some kale slaw, and he's stacking up the kale, rolling it up like what, David?
Cigar.
Like a cigar. And let's watch this knife skills. We have a very good, strong community following here in Gadsden. It started mainly through social media, and we have a presence on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter. We have close to 2,000 followers on Facebook, and we're found at Facebook at Beautiful Rainbow Catering. On Instagram, we're at beautiful_rainbow without the W on the end. So we post on those constantly to get people to understand what we're doing. If you follow us on those social media, you can see daily what kind of work the students are performing. And if you come into the cafe, I mean, you'll see that we have an open kitchen. So as you're sitting here like I am here for a meal, you could watch the students in there actually working and seeing what they do and seeing that they're doing it correctly and working as a real team. So we'd love for you to come in, and we have lunch from 11 to 1, Tuesday through Friday. We're also open again in the afternoon, 3 to 5, for desserts and coffee, and soon we'll be having hot tea service as well. And keep up with us on our social media so you see what we're up to and how we do it. It's really not about a magic bullet to make this kind of happen. There's no real magic formula. I think it's just, again, as I said, a matter of what we expect students to do. We could be sewing, we could be welding. it doesn't really matter what the task is. The important thing is what are the expectations we have for our students. And if we have the expectation that they can achieve, then they will.
I'm Susie Stewart. I work here at the Gadsden Public Library, and Beautiful Rainbow is a blessing, an absolute blessing. It's a blessing for the boys, it's a blessing for us. The food is fabulous. Everything is organic and wonderful and vegetarian, which people are warming up to and trying and really loving. And I just thank the library and Chip for getting in here and doing what they do. And it's wonderful, and you should come and try it.
Yeah, I love coming here every day. It's such a delight. The service is wonderful. All the guys and the lady is doing a very, very great job. And Chip is a wonderful person. And I believe that everyone should try this place out at least once.